instead.
Okay. New subject. Jessica Geiger wears a black bra. I saw through the sleeve of her shirt. Not beige. Not pink. Black.
Go ahead and saute the onions first. I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit. Once these brown, we're gonna go ahead and brown the chicken a little bit. Okay, I'm just gonna brown this chicken a little bit because it still has the skin on it. I'm gonna take it out once we've browned it. I have the setting on saute. We're not gonna brown the cubed chicken, we're just gonna put that in there towards the end. Okay, while the chicken's browning, I did use this seasoning, the McCormick rotisserie chicken seasoning on the meat. I didn't have that in my first video. So like I said, I'm just browning it a little bit because I'm gonna go ahead and do a few more things to the rest of the meat. I just don't want it to have that like slimy texture when it gets in there with the rest of the food. So next thing we're going to do is add some, okay, that spoon's not gonna work. Hold on a minute. We don't need a spoon. This is the sofrito. If you know, you know. Something else I did not have in the first video is my low sodium chicken broth. We're just going to go ahead and use this to scrape all the goodness on the bottom. It's still on saute. I'm going to use 1 pack of sazon. And then after this, I'm going to add a little more. So I'm going to go ahead and wait till it bubbles a little bit. I'm going to use a can of diced tomatoes. It does not have to be organic. I drain it just a little bit. I don't want it to seem like it's a tomato soup. So I'm going to use probably half a can. No, I'll use all of it. So a full can of diced tomatoes. Then I'm also going to use a chicken taco seasoning. I was going to do my own seasonings, but to be honest, this is one of those days where I'm tired. I don't feel that great. I don't like eating fast food. It just never tastes the way you want your food to taste. So I decided to literally throw in anything that I had. So it's gonna be like, kind of like a chicken soup. But there's things that I'm missing that I'd like to use. Like I don't have cilantro. Did you almost drop it? Did you?
Yes.
I don't have cilantro, but I do have some salsa that I got from Costco. So I kind of figured that's going to have some jalapenos in it, more tomatoes. I don't know if it has cilantro in here, but who cares? That's going to give it a little more flavor. And I'm going to add adobo because, you know, you got to add that in there. But we're not a big salt family, so it's not like I'm going to use a lot of it. I do love cumin, so I'm going to add a little more, even though the packet itself has cumin in it and a little bit of chili powder. Not a lot, because we don't really do spices that much in our house. Well, my husband does. The rest of us don't do spicy too well. And then some fresh pepper. And we're gonna go ahead and stir this. I'm gonna add 1 can of drained black beans, 1 can of corn. Like I said, I'm just using stuff that I had in the fridge and in the cabinets. But what I would originally like to put in here, I'd add the zucchini at the end, and I would add carrots. But I don't have any of that right now, so we're gonna make this work. Something I forgot to do, usually I will saute the garlic with the onions. I just realized I did not do that, so it's really up to you. They do give off a different flavor when they're sauteed, but like I said, you guys, this is one of those where I don't feel good. I'm gonna add a cup of the chicken broth now. Pretty sure that's about a cup to a cup and a half. It's really up to you. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add the potatoes. Let me strain them first. This is about 3 medium-sized potatoes. Make sure you get that in there. Then I'm going to go ahead and put the chicken. That's 1 large chicken breast. I might have put too much chicken broth, but you know what? We're gonna make it work. I'm gonna put the chicken legs in there too. Whoa. Okay, so it is more than I should have had in there, but one thing I will say is the potatoes are gonna absorb a lot of the liquid. So we're gonna go ahead and just let it do its thing. I'm gonna put it on pressure cook. And then I do it for 10 minutes. And then you're gonna set it and let it do its thing. I will be serving it over rice. The rice is done, but we're gonna go ahead and give this some time. And there it goes. Let's see how it turns out. Okay, let's go ahead and check. Okay, that looks amazing. Let's go ahead and make sure everything is good. I used to have a bigger pressure cooker and it broke. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys see how I serve this on top of rice in a bowl. It's almost like a chicken tortilla soup, I guess. Okay, so I serve it with some white rice. This is actually like one of my husband's favorite bowls because of how deep it is. So it's definitely not one of the fancy bowls. Is that enough rice, honey, or do you want more? Is that good? Honey, you can answer on there. Okay, so my husband for sure gets a leg, and then he's gonna get a few pieces of the chicken in here. Look at how good that looks. Like I said, I would have preferred more vegetables. And I was gonna put spinach, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna go ahead and add some cheese. Some Santa Fe style tortilla chips. My husband just whispered in my ear he needs more cheese. He is my man behind the phone. I do serve it with a little bit of sour cream. Don't worry, my hands are clean. And there you go. Dinner served.